side quest. No topic is off the map. It's a casual side quest. Talking nonsense and talking facts.
Yo, welcome back. How are we all? Well, how are we too? 3. Dan, do you know you got shit on your wall?
No, I haven't got a picture of you. I had a picture of Ryan, but I took it down.
Well, that would be ultra shit, but you've definitely got something smeared up your wall.
No, it's
Just
fine.
thought I'd tell you.
No,
Didn't know if you're aware of it, but
It's
thought I'd let
totally
you know.
fine.
How are we? How's your week been?
It's been okay, just chilled, quiet.
Chilled and quiet.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Luce?
Yeah, not bad. Ups and downs.
I don't know what else I was expecting from Dan really, but
Well, what more can I give?
I reach around.
God, my arms aren't long enough, pal.
That could be taken one or two ways, and I'm taking it the right way.
Well, at least one is.
Hey! Yeah, how's your week
but
been?
yeah, not too bad. Ups and downs, but just another week in the world of loose.
Another typical week in the world of loose.
I had a trampoline comment there, but I won't make it.
Nope.
Okay. I don't want to know.
She's just dismissing you now. She's just like, you're not even worth the
It's
time,
like,
Dan.
if it's covered, it's covered. I'll just expect it. And never mind. Blood, you?
Me? Apart from the ocular migraine I had yesterday.
That's never good.
No, and children, and a child. I'm not even going to say children because one's better than the other. Yeah, it's been alright. It's been alright, actually. Obviously, had a few upgrades on the old stream,
Ooh, what
which
did
was
you get?
quite nice. And brand new 1440 monitor.
Nice.
Yeah, it is until I've realised that it's now fucked my entire setup up, so I've had to order myself another monitor arm because now nothing's central, which is annoying me. And Dan's seen it, and Dan can confirm it is horrific.
It's awful.
You'll get it sorted.
Oh, it will tomorrow when my new monitor arm turns.
Oh, there you go.
So I'm
No, it
gonna
won't
have a
turn
monitor.
up
I'm
tomorrow.
gonna have a dual monitor arm for sale. Hint. Anybody's interested?
It won't turn up tomorrow.
It is turning up tomorrow.
It's bank holiday.
Who gives? It's Amazon.
I was going to
Oh,
say,
well, I suppose
Amazon
it's
deliver at
Amazon,
all points.
It's Amazon.
Yeah.
They don't care. They deliver. Is it mad to them?
True.
You know, I feel. I'm thank you for any Amazon worker who might be listening to this that is working. And if you've got my parcel, please deliver it. Just saying.
Chuck it over the next door.
No. No, it's just not nice. How dare you?
Just forget it. Come on, Bezos. Just forget it's there.
Wow. Ruthless. But anyway, so we've had quite a thing this week with Gamescom.
Yes.
Some people are saying it's been a bit of a disappointment. Some people are saying it's been a bit of an eye-opener. And some people haven't got a clue what I'm talking about.
Like you until about 5 minutes ago.
No, I knew Gamescom was on, and I know what it is. I just haven't had time to go through it.
I technically live streamed it, so.
I've
you're
been
welcome.
busy. All right.
Excuses.
No, busy.
Okay.
You know, working.
Okay.
Just saying, you know, not all of us have got time to smear shit up our walls.
I haven't smeared shit up my wall.
Yeah, we'll see in the comments, mate.
Debatable.
So let's talk about Gamescom, shall we?
What would you like to talk about? Which game?
Whichever game caught your eye the most.
Oh God, I'll let loose start.
Okay, ladies first.
Me?
Or was it shit
Well,
full
I
of
had
shovel?
quite. No, I had quite a good one in the sense that big game developers that I follow, obviously like Supermassive Games coming out with their new announcements, like Space 8020, which is the new Dark Pictures series. I'm super looking forward to that. Little Nightmares 3, they did theirs, but they've also announced another Little Nightmares type of game, so that was exciting for me. But like interesting, like a few ones that caught my eye that I wouldn't necessarily like pick to play. Like I didn't think I was going to want to play Indiana Jones, but that actually looks pretty decent. It's giving me a bit of
Tomb Raider vibes.
Tomb Raider meets Uncharted, but in first person type vibes.
Ooh.
I like the look of Indiana Jones, to be fair.
I was a bit unsure about the first person aspect of it, but it does look good. I also thought Dune Awakening looked good as well. I don't know if I'd play that myself personally, but from what I saw and the aspect of it, it looked pretty
Not
decent.
curious? Or is it a case of watch some other people play it and then decide?
I think so for me, because obviously these are like big spender like type of games, and I've already got like my money aside for the ones that I'm looking forward to come out. But yeah, I think that's definitely gonna be one that I want to see played, because obviously it's like open world multiplayer sort of PvP kind of style. So
Yeah, it's a survival game, innit? Basically.
I feel like there's been quite a emphasis recently in the survival sort of genre that's been released.
yeah, hugely.
And I don't know if there's, I mean, would you say there's been a massive outcry for survival style games? Have you heard anything like massively like on socials? Because I haven't really.
Not hugely. I feel like I don't know whether people have just seen sort of. I don't know. It's weird because it's kind of like the DayZ era, isn't it, and stuff like that, and
DayZ, Rust.
Yeah, Rust, and maybe it's due the time for it to be another era of it, but we are getting a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Once Human. I mean, that is probably, I'd say that's probably one of the biggest like survival releases of recent times. But even that's dropping off.
Pal World, definitely.
Pal World is, well, definitely.
But they're saying that even Once Human's dropping off.
Yeah.
And I don't know
think
if that is
people-
because of the wipes that happen and they're
Yeah.
quite quick or what. I don't know.
I think people are getting put off by that, but I don't know.
I do like the idea of Dune, though, because I like the Dune franchise, and like an open world survival game with that. Pretty cool.
It could be more popular because it is based around something that people know.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like how the Star Wars, is it Outlaws? Is what
Star Wars Outlaws. That's out on Xbox very, very soon.
I believe so.
Because I'm sure I got an email from Ubisoft saying that it's coming up on their Games Pass soon.
Yeah, a lot of people were not happy with how it looked.
Yeah.
So
No, I get that. I do.
but I guess you just wait.
I think
it's
the
not released
problem
yet.
you've got though is that, like I said, there's so many like people just expect so much from games these days.
Yeah.
Unless you're pushing like realism graphics on your games these days, people aren't interested. People are like, no, your graphics are shocking. It's not about the story anymore. It's not about the game. It's literally your graphics now makes your game,
Yeah.
which I don't fully understand.
I don't, because I love like old style graphic games. That's why I play like older games still. 'Cause
Yeah.
I like the style of it.
I've never understood that like aspect of it. Don't get me wrong. You always want a game to be graphically appeasing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what is the point of playing it?
Yeah.
But is graphics the be all and end all for a game? And that's a good question for anybody watching. Let me know in the comments. Does graphics make a game for you, or is it about story and gameplay? Or is it all about the graphics? I'm interested. Let me know your thoughts and let me know your comments, peeps. So apart from sort of like them, is there anything sort of like totally off script? I'm talking like you never normally look at that caught your eye and went, ooh,
Fable.
Fable.
Because I've never played them.
I love Fable.
Ever. Never played them. It's never been the type of game I've ever played. But I've got to admit, it looks good. And it's making me want to go and try them. Which is not very often that happens to me.
I wouldn't stream them.
No, in my own time.
Yeah,
That's
I'd
what
play
I
them in your
want-
own
I want-
time.
Yeah, I want the experience in my own time.
But Fable, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like one of the best series of games I've played. It's phenomenal.
It's up there.
Well, if you think about it, right, Fable was like one of the originals to sort of like be sort of like a moral compass.
Yeah.
It was one of the first games to put that into a game. Like your actions determine whether or not you're gonna be good or evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what people were telling me, and I love that kind of stuff in games. Where in a way you are writing the story within it.
Yeah.
which I think is cool. So looking forward to that because that's going to be coming out on Game Pass. So I'm imagining they're going to put all of the other ones on there soon.
I've-
Time for that release.
I think they'd have to.
Yeah, but it's not out till 2025. But
Yeah, but hopefully like way before then, so people have got a chance to play them back.
That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping, so I can give them a shot.
I mean, I don't know. They're not. I think Fable was the last Fable I played. Fable 3?
Probably it was the last one released.
It was, wasn't it? I can't remember. I don't know if they did like an interim one between that, like a remastered. I can't remember if they did a remastered.
They've done a like an interim one before Fable 3, I think.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting confused.
Yeah.
'Cause I know they released one around the other.
Yeah.
Fable 3 is probably my favorite because you could literally get married, divorced, and kick your missus out the house.
A dream for us all.
It was fantastic. Like, but your missus would also, like, if you didn't treat her right, she'd cheat on you.
Well.
You know, it was sort of like but you had to like build your house, you had to furnish it, you had to, and then you could have kids with her and stuff like that. So it was sort of
like a simulation in a way.
Yeah. While you're doing your adventures and your missions and everything else. Yeah. Wow, I've just seen that there's a Drug Dealer 2 simulator.
It certainly is.
Drug Dealer Simulator 2. Wow.
I mean, people obviously loved the first one.
They clearly loved the first one. The fact they got to do another one.
I mean, simulation games are also one that are coming out massive. In the mass at the minute.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it now, like Railroads Online Simulator, Construction Simulator, Subway Sim 2,
Police Simulator, Bus Driver,
Snowplow Simulator 2.
People love it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I liked Crime Scene Cleaner 1. I enjoyed that a lot.
Power Wash Simulators.
Power Wash Simulator, yeah.
One of the best
I think it's almost like it's a therapeutic thing for people. Just like
Construction Simulator 4. I never played 1, 2, or fucking 3.
Hi.
Get on them.
Forklift Simulator.
You can do PC building simulators.
I know you can do them. Yeah, I've done them before. They're actually quite peaceful.
Yeah.
Police Simulator Patrol Officers.
They're just everywhere.
They literally are everywhere.
Yeah.
And they're great.
Supermarket
Bus Simulator. Yep, I've seen Supermarket Simulator.
Well, now they've got a multiplayer Supermarket Simulator.
Oh wow.
Yeah. There's a one where it's like Baby Simulator where you're a baby and you grow up.
Wow.
Who wants that in their life?
It's basically Fable.
Speaking of simulators, I mean, I will say this: the new, what is it called? I've forgotten it. Is it the new Sims game that's coming out? The graphics are so realistic.
Oh, I've just seen something on that.
I'm looking at it now.
It begins with an I.
I'm trying to find it. I can't see it.
New Sims game. What is it? I think it's made by some other people. Here we go. Most realistic.
But the whole idea of Sims is for it not.
Inzoi.
The whole idea of Sims is for it not to be realistic and really cheesy.
Yeah. Well, I don't. It's made by. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's not been made by the people that have done Sims. It's just using a similar gameplay formula. But
Right.
But it's like really ultra realistic graphics.
Do you really want that?
People will, I can guarantee it. But I'm sorry, I don't want a Sims game if I'm not able to lock them in a room, take the doors away, and set it on fire.
Wow.
Or put them in a pool and leave them there.
I mean.
What's the point of Sims?
I'll get a woman pregnant
If
with
anybody
6
finds anything on this podcast disturbing, please go and contact our helpline. We haven't set one up yet, but I'm gonna be after this. Luz, I've just found something that I'm surprised you haven't picked up on. Is it Ukiyo Studios? Nerea?
Nerea.
Yeah.
I probably have picked up on them, but there's been quite a lot of.
Nerea of Niraya of AYA. An array of links, is it?
Array of links.
The Haunted Nonia is a Japanese horror game with a unique system that emphasizes avoiding attacks from a variety of monsters. Its main appeal lies in the fear of navigating through eerie environments and solving puzzles.
Oh yeah, I didn't see anything of that announced though.
I just saw the I just didn't like the picture of it. I was like, I'm surprised Luce didn't pick up on that.
Shit, I'm playing it like a year old. Let's not do that. I will add it to my wish list, but no, I've not seen anything of that like announced.
I just saw it. I was like, it looks like it's right up your street.
Oh, it was because it was playable at Gamescom, so it wasn't actually announced in the trailer bit. Oh yeah, it was good. I do love a good Japanese horror.
I know you've played a few of them. So I thought I just noticed it and thought,
Well,
oh yeah.
Thanks for that.
See, I might not have paid attention, but I'm still picking up on things that they missed, and they actually and Luce live streamed this, so.
Yeah, but this didn't appear.
Excuses.
Well, I took notes.
Come on then, Dan.
Come
What
on,
are your
Dan,
notes?
Dan, the professional man.
Depends what you want to know about. I just
Oh, you made your notes.
I just wrote what I thought looked cool and what.
Okay, what
Yeah.
were your thoughts on the Black Ops campaign trailer?
So, Omni Movement obviously looks amazing.
It looks really good.
I cannot wait to Superman dive out of a building and shoot someone in the face.
What, backwards or forwards?
Sideways.
Sideways.
Yes.
Okay.
The campaign. I'm not a big campaign player of COD, but
See,
Why?
I am.
it looks okay. It looks okay.
I am too.
I like the Bill Clinton storyline.
See, but this is where I've got a bit of an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously I've never played COD on PC via Xbox. None of us have.
No.
No.
Are we going to get the same options from PC that we get with Battle.net?
Yeah, we should do. In game, we should.
But this is what's making
Can't
me
see
wonder.
why not?
Or is it just going to be an Xbox simulator, like an Xbox fucking version of it?
It should be the same in-game settings. The only issue I'm worried about is, will I be able to use my PS5 controller?
No, because it'll be on
No, you
Xbox.
can't.
Well, that's no good. But hey,
Well, technically you can, because you
Well,
can
you
down
can
DS4.
yeah,
You can download DS4 and turn it into
Yeah.
an Xbox controller, which will
Yeah.
register.
Okay. Because
But
there's some
the
games on
problem
Game
you've
Pass.
got is you can only link PS5 with Battle.net or Xbox. You can't link PS5 and Xbox at the same time.
Alright.
It's a faff. I mean, I'm sure there's a way around it.
I've tried it. It says you can only link
That's
one
what
console
I
account.
I just got like a Xbox.
I've
So,
got an Xbox controller, but I'd prefer with my.
So I think what I'm going to do when it comes to this is I'm going to play the beta and everything else when it comes out on Games Pass.
Mhm.
If I enjoy it and I like it, I'll get it on Battle.net.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Not because I know people are going to be like, yeah, but you're fucking paying that money when you don't have to. It's more the fact of, like Dan, I run a PS5 controller.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to have PS4 because if I've read what and it's right, the next version of the anti-cheat, I've had to do it in that manner. Very, very subtle there, Dan. I like that.
Thank you.
They potentially could be picking up on DS4 if it's open, which means that my account could get banned, even though I wouldn't be using it for scripts and everything else.
Yeah.
I don't want to personally run that risk.
Yeah.
And also, you want to play with what you're comfortable playing with, and if you're comfortable playing with a PS.
Well, I don't have an Xbox controller anymore. I've got
See,
4
I
PS5
will
controllers.
be that guinea pig. I will be doing it through Game Pass, so
Yeah, so will I.
I'll be the guinea pig.
No,
and
I will.
see.
I'll do it through Games Pass on the beta. But if I like the beta, I'll buy it on Battle.net.
Yeah, same.
I will just do it through Game Pass and tell you all. What it's
So
like.
Yeah. Well,
Omni Movement looks
I've got
interesting.
too many games to buy this year.
Yeah. Omni Movement looks interesting. Shit, what am I pressing? The kill streaks, I don't like. From what I saw in the trailer, I know it's a campaign, but I don't like the way you can choose the kill streaks because it's got the circular option menu.
Right.
So that's more of a pathway. Like if you want to choose the right one, it's up, diagonal, left, right. That I kind of didn't like. But
Thing is that you won't know
expect
until you try it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
also,
yeah,
it's the possibility that could just be a campaign bit,
Yeah.
just to show like
yeah.
that.
Well,
bit off.
this is what
Yeah.
I'm going off like. So I'm not a fan of that.
Mm.
The bikes, because there's a crosser in the campaign. I really hope they get brought to Warzone because
They should do. Because they
It'd
had
be silly
bikes
if
in.
they
They had
didn't.
bikes in Verdansk, didn't they?
Yes, and I reckon that would be great in Warzone, especially in like Rebirth and stuff like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that. And the weapons look half decent.
But are they going to wipe Warzone for the new weapons?
Yeah, I believe so.
Or are we getting a new map? Or
I believe we're
I'll be
getting
honest
a
with
new
you,
map
I've done
next year.
no research on this at all. I'm coming
Yeah.
into this conversation completely blindsided. But
Look.
I keep hearing rumors that they're bringing back the dance for this for the beginning. I've heard rumors that they're not. I just don't know.
From what I've heard, Verdansk's coming back late 2025. We are getting a new map with season 1, and it's going to remove Rebirth. So it's going to be a new smaller map. As far as
A
I'm
bit like
aware.
Fortunes.
Yeah, but it's completely new.
Yeah, but it's about the same sort of size as Fortunes or Vondel.
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
That's
okay.
That's what I've heard.
Should I tell you
that's
one
my
thing
opinion.
that I wish they bring in on COD?
Go on then.
Just give us quads, solos, trios, duos of every fucking game mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop removing trios of this and then doing rotational maps and duos. Just give us what we want. Give us what we want to be able to play.
I don't understand why they do that. I never get it.
It's because they go, we're listening to the fan base, we're listening to the player base. Well, they're not listening to us at all. No, amount of people who turn around and gone, why have you removed Plunder again when loads of people want to play Plunder? Because apparently,
Yeah.
I've figured, I'm realizing now that a lot of casuals are playing Plunder over Rebirth.
Mhm.
And people are saying
Yeah.
they're enjoying Plunder more than they're enjoying any other game mode.
Yeah. I don't mind
Oh.
Plunder, especially for weekly challenges. And also, changeable reticles are back. Cannot wait.
Oh, that's one thing I
Yeah,
wish
that
they
does
brought
look
back for
good.
this.
Cannot
I
wait
said
to
this
put a
the other
red
week
dot.
actually live on the stream how I wish that they bring back changeable reticles because you can get a sniper that's got such a lovely ADS speed with a certain scope, but the actual reticle will be
Like the Car 98 one with that stupid arrow.
yeah. Just give me just give me the straight T-bar. Oh,
Give me a
The
red dot.
T-bar's back. I got very excited about that.
oh, I love that scope on the T-bar.
So changeable reticles are cool. I am excited for
I like as long as it's done properly again. Like you have to use the scope to unlock it and get a certain amount of kills with that reticle.
that. Yeah.
As long as it's not a case of fucking paywall again.
Everything's a paywall.
Yeah, but
Call of Duty.
I want to try and get away from that.
It's Call of Duty. It's always going to be.
I know that, but I'm hoping that they're going to put some of them behind actual unlock.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're still going to get your blue dots that are fucking paid to win and stuff like that. But oh god, I love.
What
that
was your
thought.
opinion on it, Luce?
Mine, I'm really looking forward to it. I am like for me, I like the campaigns a lot. Like I get into them quite a lot. And I think graphically and the way it was playing looked really smooth. I'm interested to see what the story is. Omni movement, I am really looking forward to seeing how that works and how it's going to play out.
Yeah.
Because it does look. It looks so smooth, but then I'm like, how's it going to play? But then there's no point being down on something that's not even out yet.
No,
you know?
I've only got one issue with this Omni movement.
Mm.
Once the sweats figure it out properly,
It's not going to be fun.
it's not going to be fun. I mean, you look at some of them now, you can't keep up with their movement now.
No.
You add Omni movement to this.
Yeah.
But then for me, if they're going to do that, they need to get rid of skill-based matchmaking.
Mm.
And again,
True.
that's not going to happen.
But the thing is weird. I don't know. I don't know where they're going. Really, they've not really truly done a big announcement what they're doing, like Warzone wise or anything like
I don't
that.
think they will. I don't think they will.
Context.
Yeah, exactly.
Just,
But multiplayer's always been pretty sweaty anyway, so I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out, really.
I mean, they've confirmed that, haven't they? That COD points are transferring over.
Yeah.
Skins aren't.
Skins aren't. But I also like the fact that because Dan was worried originally that we were going to have multiplayer camos, zombie camos, Warzone camos, and nothing was going to interchange.
Not the camos, the leveling. Leveling, sorry.
Yeah, but that's been vetoed, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Which is
changed
good.
the mind on that one.
I think they had to.
Brilliant.
I think they had to. Could you imagine the outroar? People who like playing a bit of everything and like having to level the guns up 3 times.
I mean, it just doesn't work.
People wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
No, not the guns. It's just your level.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, still though, it's pointless. Your level doesn't change anything about a player.
No, that's what it was. It was just a bit
means
odd.
you play more.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you look at Fortnite, for example, even now you can see people on there like even now like level 200s and stuff. But it's because they play like a lot of the festival mode and shit like that.
And creative mode, yeah.
Yeah, it's not because they're like sitting there like sweating their ass out on Fortnite, like playing like the actual like battle royale or anything or zero builds. Rank means shit. It don't mean anything. But I wish they bring back the original prestiges.
They are, aren't they?
They are.
They are.
Bringing back prestiges, yeah.
So like we have to get to, and then we can prestige if we want to, and not if we don't have to.
Yeah.
Oh. Because then you got that hard choice.
They announced that in their first lot of trailers.
Yeah, but do you remember like the original when you prestige originally, you'd wipe all your guns back to 0.
Yeah, that's coming back.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah, but is that coming back into Warzone or is it back in only in multiplayer?
Don't know.
There's not been any really.
But this is the thing, because like if like they're not like giving in, this is the only reason why I can actually now see why they were going to do individual levels. Because if they're going to do in prestige mode where it wipes your guns in multiplayer, I can see why they'd have a separate level for that.
Yeah.
But if they're bringing it over into Warzone and you prestige, do you then wipe your guns?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know it's coming back into the multiplayer.
Everybody's going to be getting level 55 and going, no!
So I don't know. I don't know what it is going to be.
Yeah, COD's COD. Do you know what I mean?
It comes out Friday. That's all we need to say.
Well, what time Friday?
6 o'clock.
PM, yeah?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be about 2 hours late for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So, you know,
I don't
nothing
think it'll
unusual.
make much difference.
Apart from
probably
COD
people
then.
waiting to get in anyway.
Well, yeah, exactly that. So, apart from COD then, anything else?
Obviously Dune Awakening, Arrakis looks amazing. The sandworms look cool. Yes, it's a survival mode, like a survival game.
Again, back into survivals.
I love the Dune franchise, so I'll probably play that. What else have I got? Delta Force. It looks.
Have they released the campaign videos on that yet?
I think so. I know it releases in Q4 this year, which is October onwards.
Yep.
See, I love Delta Force, and I know everybody had bad experiences on it, but hopefully the changes will come in.
I didn't have a bad thing to. It wasn't really a bad thing I had about Delta Force.
Yeah, it was just the sweatiness of it.
It was literally that first experience, like I was saying, like could just so easily put people off their game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
They'll do some work on it, 100%.
Yeah.
They will, and like I watch like Westy and Stoddy and that play it all the time, and it just the more you get into it, the different map sections look so cool.
Which is cool. So, which is which I really like.
Yeah, so there's that. What else have I got? Obviously Indiana Jones,
which Luce touched on.
But it's got Troy Baker in it, who does Joel from The Last of Us.
Wow.
I like him.
Mafia, the Old Country.
He's one of my favourite voice actors, alright?
I can feel her dripping.
I can hear it.
Man.
I can hear it.
That way.
If you listen carefully, it's...
Look, I would love to be a voice actor in a game. It would be amazing.
Well, you've definitely got a face for radio, Luce.
I know.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, yeah. Mafia, the Old Country. That.
Right. But have you played the other Mafias?
I haven't.
I've started playing one of them. There's
plan
one of
on.
them available on Game Pass at the minute. I've
I,
started
I
playing
know.
it.
I plan to play on it one time back off
Right.
Molly Bob.
Mafia
time for it.
3, I think it is the one, the last one they released. In my opinion, it was good, but it was a bit of a letdown. Now, Mafia 1 and 2, oh my god.
So the one that's on Game Pass is the definitive edition. Is that 1 and 2 then?
Hold on, let me open it up so I can have a look.
I don't know. I can't remember what it says. That's what I've downloaded. I've started doing some of it.
If that's the case, I'm playing these on stream.
I mean, you've got Ghost of Tsushima to complete first.
Mate, I've got a long way to go on that. I'm going to need other things in between.
So, I mean, I've started playing this, but you need
You need time.
yeah, just
Have
this
time.
definitive edition.
I can't even find it.
It's literally, if you go on to recently added, definitive edition. It's the story about Tommy and
Oh, there we go.
Is it always about the same person?
No, so right, so the Mafia Definitive Edition is. Hold on, let me read it. Let me go more. Right, okay, so that is Mafia 1.
Okay, so that's the one I've started.
Right, so Mafia. Let me just double check myself. Yeah,
But it's
so
been
right,
remastered a
no,
little
this
bit.
is Mafia 1 and potentially 2 at the same time. Mafia 3. You play a soldier that's just come back from Vietnam.
Okay. Well, I'll give it a go.
I remember watching stuff from Mafia 3. I like the look of this because it gives me like.
This is Mafia 1, I believe. I think.
Yeah, I've started playing it and enjoying the gameplay of it, and it reminds me of
And you need to play it.
LA Noir.
Yes.
I'll play it.
It is very much LA Noir vibes.
It gives me
Okay.
LA Noir vibes. So I've been enjoying it. But they did it.
Ah,
It was more of a teaser trailer, wasn't it? The Mafia one,
Yeah.
sort of the old
Yeah.
country.
Yeah, so that I looked forward to. Little Nightmares 3 looks very, very similar to It Takes Two, but like obviously
Little
like a horror
Nightmares is
version.
amazing. It's
But
amazing.
I like the look of it.
It's also going to be multiplayer as well, which is going to be cool. It never
Okay,
used
that's
to
good.
be.
Is it
never
co-op
used
as
to.
well?
Yeah,
Right, that's fine because I can play that with the missus then.
yeah. So yeah. But it's a 2-player one only.
Yeah,
most of it. But it's
And
always
then-
just been based about a singular character, and now you're
Yeah.
playing 2.
Yeah.
So.
But it looks very similar to It Takes Two, and I quite like the look of that. And I loved It
Yeah,
Takes Two.
see, I wish they bring out a few more games like that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
This is it, and I feel like this is coming the time for it if they bring
Yeah.
out that, because they've also, the people that made Little Nightmares 1, they're also bringing out another one.
is that
Which is-
Reanimal?
Yeah, Reanimal,
Right.
which is going to be.
That is on my list.
Cool.
I quite like the look. It looked like a little horror co-op game. The sheep spider looked fucking creepy. Like, my god, that is the stuff of nightmares.
But this is what I mean. It's one of those graphic styles that I know we were talking about real life stuff. It doesn't need to be that. It's kind of like, I don't really know how to describe the graphic style of it, but it's not like ultra realistic. It's just.
Yeah, but sometimes that makes it better.
It does 100%. If it was
It-
ultra realistic, I don't think it would be popular.
But then you look at Hellblade. Hellblade to me, graphically, was realistic as shit. It was amazing graphically, but when they brought in sort of like the mythical creatures, the monsters, it changed its style.
Yeah.
And I thought that was fantastic. So like, you don't have to be, it's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be graphically epic
No.
to make a game.
Mm.
Well, this was like, it's like a side-on view, isn't it? Like Prince of
That's like a
Persia.
scroller, isn't it?
Yeah, and it looked pretty cool.
What Little Nightmares?
Little
What's the other
Nightmares
one
and
that's like
Reanimal.
that? Is
It's
it The Way
the-
Out?
Oh, Way Out. What is in the 2x2?
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
That's the sort of style that I'm talking. I want to see more
I
of.
don't. I was gonna say I don't know if Little Nightmares. I mean, the gameplay from what I've seen, I don't think it's going to be like that. So it's split screen. I don't know whether it's just one screen and you've got the 2 characters on it.
Yeah,
Right.
Obviously, in A Way Out, sometimes you had them both together. and then you
Sometimes
had
it was
split,
solo.
didn't you?
Which
Yeah.
I think that sort of gameplay is fucking amazing.
Well, that's who needs to make another game. I mean, they made It Takes Two and they made A Way Out.
Yeah.
So if they brought out another game sometime soon, I'm all there
But
for
could
it.
you imagine like a quad version of it?
I don't know if my brain could take all that on one screen.
What, like that fastened
Fourth
together
Flip?
game?
Yeah, but no.
Chained together.
No, nothing like that. So imagine A Way Out,
Right.
like sometimes where like you're both on the same screen, sometimes like you're
Oh,
doing
yeah.
your own thing. Could you
Yeah.
imagine like that in like a quad format?
Oh, it'd be awful.
I don't know if it would be.
It'd be a
Depends how
nightmare.
it's done.
It'd be fine if it was
2x2.
on-
Yeah, that's what I'm
on-
saying. It doesn't have to be like one, it doesn't have to be like 4 different things. It could be like 2 and 2.
Like 2 people. Yeah,
On-
that'd be cool.
online. It'd be better if
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm
got your
saying.
own
No,
solo-
it has
yeah,
to be done online. Like you
like
wouldn't
your
be
own
able to.
solo view.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it has
that'd
to be done
fine.
online.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
like, so like basically, you all get like a quarter of the screen each, sort of thing. For like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'd be. I think that'd be fucking amazing.
yeah.
I mean, would
I
you
get
it? I mean, the last time those games came out was years ago, so
Yeah.
they better get their little socks on
Yeah.
and bring out something good because I loved those games.
I
Yeah,
think that'd be wicked.
It'd be cool. I do like that. I loved It Takes Two.
I've
and
never played it, to be fair.
Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah. Obviously, what else have we got? So we've got the worst game announcement for me was, which I touched upon before
Go
we
on.
actually came live. Barkor.
See, I'm looking through right now, and I cannot find this game.
And you
I
know,
don't say anything about
Right.
Barco.
Google Barkor. It's just
Yeah, but there's nothing. I've got the Gamescom list up right now of all the games they
Oh
mentioned.
no, I found it. New stealth game where you play as a secret agent dog.
There you go.
His
I
name
can't
is
find it.
Fisher. Why does it have to be? Is it a German Shepherd?
So I found
Yes,
Cats on
it's German.
Duty.
I don't know how you've not found
It's
Barkor
the
'cause it's
latest.
the
Yeah, Barkor is the latest game from Bee Simulator developer Varsoft Studios.
and it just looks so terrible.
It's an action stealth game where you take on the role of a tail-wagging canine 009 agent.
How far up the list is that? 'Cause I generally can't find
I just
it.
typed it into Google and found it.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm looking for it on
Oh,
Gamescom, and I can't
Oh,
see
it's-
it.
I couldn't see it on Gamescom, but
Well, it was at Gamescom because that's where I watched it on the list of like 10 up and coming games on Gamescom or something. But it looks so dire. The trailer for it was just shocking. It's literally just a dog running, jumping across a few walls, and then attacking a guy with a machine
I
gun.
mean, right, you say that right, but it sounds very much like Goat Simulator, and we all know how fucking amazing
getting-
Goat Simulator was.
that's
No,
getting
it sounds-
remastered.
It sounds nothing like Goat
Yeah,
Simulator.
but Goat Simulator was
amazing.
goated.
Anything Simulator was amazing.
Yeah, Goat Simulator is getting remastered though. That was announced.
It is.
Oh, is
yeah,
it?
it was.
Yes. It's getting
Okay.
remastered.
Yeah. And apart from that, last game was Masters of Albion.
Mm-hmm.
So, Masters of Albion is from, as Luce said earlier, from the creators of Fable, and it is yet another survival game, but it is more like it's like a god simulator.
Right. Okay.
It's
So
a
you're like-
mixture, isn't it? It's a mixture.
Yes, you pick and drag and play the storyline.
So it's a little. It
And-
sounds a bit like Lemmings. Pick and drag.
No, because like there's a storyline to it.
Right.
And like to build, you've got to like you get your little god hand and you drag into And I thought no, it's a good concept, but I just don't know how it's going to work.
No, I get that.
And I know the creators of Fable are amazing, but I think they've.
You know
dropped
what?
in
I'm
on
actually
that one.
surprised none of you have touched on. Although I'm not so much surprised at Loose, because I've just seen this and it's been on my radar and I completely forgot about it. ESO, Gold Road.
I kind of dropped off ESO, to be fair. Like
A
there's,
lot of it
about it,
is
to be
coming
honest.
back. A lot of people are playing it again.
there's too many expansions, and I'm lost in the storyline. I can't catch up.
Right. Okay.
If I'd have kept on it, I'd have maybe.
See,
looked
I
into
stopped
it,
playing when they changed the prestige systems
but- Yeah.
because I got so far in the prestiges, and then they basically went right. All that previous work is now for nothing. We're changing the prestige levels, and
Yeah.
now your prestige means nothing.
Come out.
I was
Well,
like,
I originally started ESO on PlayStation,
I started on Xbox.
and then I moved over to PC, and I'd lost all my quests and stuff
Yeah,
like
they
that.
don't transfer over.
So I started it again, and then like I was like, "There's about 5 expansions here. I'm never gonna get caught up."
And that's
So I
the
was just
one
like,
thing that
okay.
let me down for ESO.
Mhm.
The fact that you can't, like, if they could do like what you can on Battle.net and like register one console and like a PC, and then you can interchange, mate, honestly, I reckon it would change the ESO for the better.
Yeah,
But
like
the fact that
ESO
they
is
said you
such
can't.
a great game. Such a great game, and I love the storyline and stuff like that. But way
They
too
didn't
many
do much
questions.
announcements about it. I mean, I've always wanted to do ESO, but I just feel like I would.
There's too many
Patience for it.
expansions. Too many
Yeah.
expansions. Too many quests.
I mean, if you'd have to, I mean, you'd be starting it from scratch anyway from now. Because even if you started your character and you got into it, you'd lose where you were anyway.
yeah,
And you saw, I actually tried restarting ESO.
yeah.
And I was just so far behind that in the end I went, what's the point of this?
Yeah, there is no point in it.
You
know what
I was just
else?
like, yeah, go on.
You know, like you said, ESO is coming back. Like people are enjoying it again. People are, like, I've noticed it on Twitter. People are starting to enjoy Lord of the Rings online again.
Yeah, they are.
Like I'd love to get back into that game. If they remastered that, I'd be straight on.
I loved the Lord of the Rings.
I've got another one for you, Luce. I've just found. We Harvest Shadows.
Oh, I think I saw this.
From
Yeah,
the
I
creator
remember
of First
seeing
Tree
stuff on it.
Comes, We Harvest Shadows, an emotional first-person narrative game, and
Yeah, I've seen-
farming and horror elements.
Yeah, I've seen this. It was kind of sort of. It was like in the pre-show show.
Yeah,
bit.
basically they're saying it's a PT-style psychological horror.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, but then I'm like a little bit like confused about whether it's going to be. Because when it says with farming and horror elements, like, is it going to be a bit?
Basically, it means that you've got
Simulation-y?
you got Beastie behind you talking in his farmer's voice.
Probably. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, no, that was one that's I put on my wish list. But I was just a bit like is it gonna
Skeptical.
be- I want to
It's
see
not-
some gameplay of it
Yeah.
because it feels a bit simulator.
I'm sure there's a trailer. I'm sure if you go onto Gamescom games, I'm sure there's a trailer.
Someone's streaming it right now.
Oh, are they?
And to me, yeah, if you go onto Steam, they're
Right,
they're
okay.
showcasing people that are. I don't know. It looks a bit. I'm not sure. I need to sit and have a proper watch of some. Is it out now? No, it's not out yet.
No, I don't think it's out now.
I think it's the games developer playing it.
And also you got Stalker 2 as well.
Never played the first one.
The first one was fucking shit scary.
I've never played the first one. I've had it in my locker for a long
I got
time.
halfway through the first one and went, nope. But then I don't do horror. So, but I'm surprised it's a game that you haven't.
It's been on my radar a lot. I've started doing a lot more of the horror survival element type of games because I've done more like horror narrative.
Yeah. So does that mean
but Horror
Bornless? Is it Bornless?
Yeah.
I need to find it now. Is that
Did
going
you
to
watch
be
the Starfields?
on your? Is that going to be on your list, Luce?
Bornless.
The Bornless, yeah, it's called.
Oh yeah, that is on my list.
It is.
It is purely because I want to see what it's like. But a lot of like horror FPSs that have come out have not been that good.
Yeah,
So,
I'll
I'm
give you that
intrigued.
one.
This does look pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. It's on my list of definite
I
ones
just
to, like,
did, yeah.
try
I
out.
just thought I'd mention it because I saw it earlier and I was like, oh. And I know we touched on it before we went live, but you never actually elaborated.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
That's
no,
all right.
I was just trying to remember which one it is because there are quite a few of these sort of horror FPSs coming out, and they do look decent. But then when you come to play them, they're not very. They're unplayable.
Yeah, that's a
almost.
bit like what was that vampire one?
Blood. Oh,
something.
Bloodborne or something like that.
Not Bloodborne.
No,
No,
That's,
something else. Oh my god.
Blood something. Because we played it, didn't we?
yeah, and it was okay, but it was lacking.
Yeah.
I can't
This
remember what it
does
was
look good.
called. Isn't it?
Redfall.
Redfall.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it, Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Redfall was
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
didn't play well
Redfall.
at all.
But in theory, it should have been amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of hype for it as well.
There
Like,
was.
a lot of people were looking forward to it.
It just had a lot of issues. It had a lot of like programming issues.
Because it was almost giving
rendering
Left 4 Dead
issues.
vibes.
Yeah, see, that's Back for Blood though. That was a huge letdown. And loads of people
I never
like
played it.
you didn't. Hey, Left 4 Dead.
What was?
Left 4 Dead
Oh,
was a completely cut above.
Yeah, I love Left 4 Dead.
It wasn't even in the same league.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's just one of them, isn't it? Really.
There's lots of those games though that you think, oh, that trailer, the gameplay, or the cinematic looks amazing, and then you get into a game and it's just like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at
You
Starfield.
find that with, you find that with
Oh,
a lot of-
Starfield. Apparently, Starfield's having getting a new update, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was asking Lucy if she'd
Yeah.
seen before.
Oh, what? Yeah,
Like,
the trailer for it.
yeah, like I looked forward to Starfield for many, many years since it's a Bethesda game, and I like when I got my CPU, I got it for free with it, and I was so happy. And then it was just absolutely terrible.
I tried.
I might have just
Yeah,
found,
I tried.
I might have just found another one for loose as well, actually.
Yeah, I tried with Starfield, and I couldn't get it.
Torn Banner. Hold on,
The
hold
thing
on.
is, I've written all these down.
No
so
More
they're
Room in
probably-
Hell 2 is a terrifying 8-player
Oh, yeah,
co-op
yeah, yeah.
action horror experience. Find your friends in the dark and survive in a dynamic, endlessly playable zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, I've got No More Room in Hell on here.
Torn, but
it's
yeah, that's what
finding
it's.
people
Torn Banner.
to-
Play it with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is what I was saying, like about a lot of horror stuff. It's like it's always on PC, and if a lot of my viewers don't have that, or you know, if they don't have access to a gaming PC, it can be quite hard to like be like, oh yeah, let's all play this horror
Yeah.
game
See, to
together.
me, horror games need to be cross-platform.
They really do.
But in 2024, all games need to be cross-platform.
I'm actually
mean,
shocked they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
I
all
get it
this
to a degree
exclusivity
because
bullshit.
they want, like I said, they want exclusivities. They want to be only on one platform to give people blah 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 to make people want to go out and buy a. Let's be honest, some people who go out and buy a console just to play a fucking exclusive. I've done it.
I bought
Yeah,
I bought a PS5 for God of War.
exactly. So
It's
you know,
fine,
there is a reason why they do that. I get it. I
Yeah.
understand it. But like you said, it's 2024, nearly 2025. Console wars now a thing of the past. We all know PC's master race. End of. All right, I've said it. No, I'm joking. Gaming's gaming. I couldn't give a shit what you're playing on. But there should be a point now where this shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
You should be able to buy a game and it should be on all platforms.
The thing is with that, right, is they're limiting their player base.
Yeah, they are massively.
Like so many Xbox users would love to play God of War Ragnarok, Spider-Man, and stuff like that, and they just can't. Same as the other way around, and it's just like, get a grip.
Well, you look
Release
at me
on
and Ghost of
everything.
Tsushima.
Yeah, you were so behind with it.
Yeah,
Just
massive. And
PlayStation.
even though I'm
Controller.
streaming it now, like the streams are dead on it because people, it's gone, it's old.
Been there, played it.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah, been there.
You get
completed it.
you get the odd person come in and go, "Wow, this is an amazing game." You know, I'm gonna watch for a bit, reminisce, and
Yeah.
but like people, it's just not like it's just so hard. But then these games would be so more like experienced and like expanded upon if it was just open network.
Yeah.
I've never understood that aspect of things, apart from sell consoles.
Yeah.
You know,
I
I
think
understand
I mean,
that.
that's what it was originally, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I
which I
think
do get.
if Steam, well, Valve, ever announced they got a console, I think that'd be the greatest monetary decision ever.
I feel like
Imagine
Steam.
Steam.
Well, Steam sort of tried it, didn't they?
Xbox, haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Steam brought out their own handheld, didn't they?
Yeah, and it was amazing.
Exactly. So they're kind of looking at it now, going, "Do we really need to?"
I reckon Steam on a console would be. It'd sell a lot because some of the
It
stuff
would.
you get on Steam, like some of the lower end games on PlayStation and Xbox, would be spectacular.
Yeah. I'll tell you one game that I'm actually looking forward to. I don't know if it's already out. And that is oh fucking hell, I've just lost it. No, I had it in my head just now and I fucking lost what it is. I'll find it again. Fuck me. There we go. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Never heard of it.
You've never heard of Kingdom Come?
Nope.
Mate, you're basically knights.
Oh, I think I have, yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, I know.
And
this
you ran
one.
it going back around on horseback and shit and fighting.
Yeah.
Rob was
Yeah.
telling me that he's going to try and get back into it because he really struggled with the gate, like the
Yeah.
combat side of it. It's really quite challenging. He was telling me
Okay.
about it.
It's the Deliverance one, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's the
Kingdom
new
Come
one coming
Deliverance.
Wait,
I think the original one's just called Kingdom Come.
well, Kingdom Come Deliverance has been out since 2018.
Yeah, the second one.
Oh, Deliverance 2.
Too.
Yes.
Oh,
Coming out in February.
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can get it.
Oh, yeah, because that did get a bit of
£35.
hype actually.
Yeah, it looks really good. Just walking around being a medieval knight.
I love I love them type of games that you can become like you can be a knight and stuff.
Yeah, I love games where you like a bow and arrow. If you got a bow and arrow in a game, I'm fucking there. I think that's
Oh,
what
I
I
swear
love
to
about
God.
Ghost of Tsushima so much, because you got a bow.
Yeah.
You've got
And that's
See-
what I'm gonna love about Assassin's Creed. A bow.
Yeah, we do love a good bow.
See if they ever brought out a Green Arrow game, I'd just hand them my bank card. I'd just be like, I don't care, just take whatever you want, I'm having it. Like, they could ruin me.
Superhero games aren't there?
No, there isn't. Like, they
Well,
could,
I've just
yeah.
seen on actually saying that, Dan. I know it's not Arrow, but when I logged into Xbox just a minute ago, there was a Robin Hood game on there.
It's a survival game. I've got it.
Oh, you've already got it, have you?
Yes.
Robin Hood
It
Sherwood.
sucks. Yes, it sucks.
Well, that's pissed on your chips.
Yeah, isn't it? I was thinking, oh, I could be Robin Hood. I could be a fox.
Yes,
Obviously, clearly fucking
sucks.
not.
It's basically like Once Human, but in Sherwood Forest.
Ooh, that shit sounds quite good.
But it's crap. It's
Let's be honest. You
terrible.
walk through Sherwood Forest now, you're just going to see a cock or two, aren't you?
Or a
Quite
smackhead. Couple of smackheads. Robbing the
Maybe,
rich.
so,
Literally robbing the rich. To
Yeah. No, just feed their fucking cocaine habit.
yeah. Exactly.
Funny,
But,
funny,
yeah.
funny. Oh,
I
that's
do
what I was
like-
going to say to you while we're on that note. Because I think Gamescom wise, would you guys agree that like it was a lot of stuff had already been pre-announced before Gamescom?
Yeah.
So a lot of people were saying that like it was a bit of sort of like after the horse was bolted sort of thing. All the decent stuff had already been announced. Right. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, usually they do have like I don't know whether they thought Borderlands was going to be that one where everyone's like, ooh, or Mafia or something. But it was sort of a bit lackluster in that. I think I was looking forward to watching it because I wanted to see gameplay trailers a lot. And
Yeah.
a lot of that stuff came out. And also I was waiting for Supermassive Games to bring out their announcement, which was a big thing for me. Not for a lot of people, but for me it was. But yeah, there was... it was like that.
It was average. It was
Yeah.
meh.
Right. Okay. So you're not overly sort of like sold on Gamescom. You thought it was a bit of, you found out the odd hidden gem, but
Yeah, the games look good that are coming out, but it's not like the day when at Gamescom they announced that Last of Us 2 was coming out. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that was just insane, but then that was like a 9-year wait for a game that a lot of people had waited for.
yeah, I'm with
So
you.
there wasn't anything like... And the whole atmosphere, it wasn't very like... You know how we've had Gamescoms where Keanu Reeves came on with Cyberpunk and stuff
Yeah.
like there wasn't really much like that going on. It was a
Do you
very...
reckon they didn't
sort
have the
of-
budget this year though? Because like obviously when Cyberpunk came out and everything else, Cyberpunk fucking flopped. So are they
Yeah,
now
well-
like shit? We don't really want to go down that road again. Massive spectacle and then nothing.
I don't know. I don't know whether it's because there's not really any big actors in any big games coming out.
I feel like people aren't as excited about games as they were as well.
Well, no, that's what. But this
This-
is where
this-
I think because a lot of games recently, you might as well just fucking take a same game and reskin it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair few amount of it. I mean, there was a lot in that, a lot in the Gamescom thing. I was like, oh, another one of those. And, oh, another RPG.
And we
oh,
touched
another,
on this like not last week, week before. A lot of games these days are just reskinned ideas of other games. Like you said, Luce, horror games now. You're finding same scenes in different games just with different fucking colors.
Yes, especially in the indie side of things.
So like, is it a case of people aren't excited because they think, oh, we've already had this idea and there's nothing new coming through?
I think that's partly why Black Ops 6 isn't getting the hype like as the previous games, because people are just expecting it to be another reskin of Black Ops 4. Well, a reskin of Black Ops 4.
Well, you look at most multiplayer maps on COD, they are reskins.
Yeah.
And they're going to do the same.
You can't argue it.
No.
It is a reskin. Most maps.
And it's what they're doing again this year. Like most of the maps for zombies are all
reskins.
Previous COD, previous COD maps. I think the maps in multiplayer are going to be new, but in zombies,
I think even some of the maps in Cold War are reused on zombies.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure 2 of them were.
It's going to be every COD.
Which to me, that's laziness.
Of course it is.
But don't get me wrong, they're obviously getting most bang for their buck. But they're not giving us anything new to work with. Like, it's just going to be repetitive bullshit. After a couple of weeks, people are going to be bored of it.
It's also why multiplayer is sweaty, because everybody knows the maps already. They know the little jump spots, they know the little camping spots, head glitches, they know them all.
Yeah.
I do think it's like completely on genre. Like for me personally, this year has been great for games announcements because I've got loads of good stuff coming out.
Yeah.
But for other genres, like, you know, shooters, FPSs, RPGs,
I think, if you're an FPS gamer, you've been pretty screwed this year.
Even RPGs.
Not really, RPGs and like, there's not anything that's like, woo, crazy.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that like a little bit like that was Hellblade 2 this year. Again, I think that was the only thing because there's no other game like it to be reskinned.
Yeah.
So it was a fresh concept. You know, like still how they brought like the mental health into it, how they brought like the visions into it, and I especially loved like the way that they flipped the puzzles this year, where like you had to basically like use the bubbles and that to change your perspective to just flip things around and shit. I thought that was fantastic, fresh.
You definitely needed to mix something up.
Yeah, but it was like one of the games though. Go on.
Yeah, sorry, you could have essentially done the story as a lead on, but I think it definitely needed something fresh because you're trying to also bring in another audience as well.
But I think that's the reason why it was so welcomed. Because it was like the first, but not exactly the same, but different enough to have its own twist.
A lot of people did not enjoy it though.
Yeah, because they thought it was too short.
So. Yeah.
But if you actually asked them about the gameplay,
they enjoyed that.
They enjoyed the gameplay. They just thought the game was too short for the fucking amount of time we waited for it. Which I actually didn't think it was about roughly the same sort of time as the first one.
I was going to say I didn't think it was, but then that's down to people, like we said, nowadays people rush through games.
They don't take it all in. Yeah, which is a shame. Just going back to what like you said, Dan. I think gaming, a lot of people aren't as excited for games anymore.
Nope.
And it's sad.
And
you do notice it as a streamer. You do notice that, like, I tend to find now people don't tend to come for the game you're streaming. They come for the community that you've built.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that makes it even harder to grow.
Yep.
Because then you're waiting to find people who come in who have the same sort of like personality, mindset, interests, sort of like as the people that are already there.
Yeah.
You know, we've been lucky in this recently. We've had 4 great additions with the same sort of personality, interests, mindsets, and everything else. And they've been absolutely welcomed with an open heart. But being loose, from your point of view, how would you say like your community growth, like new people like coming and sticking and actually like sticking with?
A lot. But I have been revisiting older stuff that have been very close to people's hearts. So I think that's brought a lot more people in. And because I've been replaying things that is sort of in time for the new release made by that developer, that's sort of been brought people in and
Yeah, but
stuff
I
like
call
that.
that smart.
Yeah, well, it's what it's just something because I was getting like, what am I gonna play? I don't know what to play. I could spend fortune, and I spend a lot of money on games. I could spend more, and I'm just playing the same sort of thing over and over again, and I'm a bit like, ugh. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to revisit these games, get excited about it, because I actually had, I mean, I keep going on about Supermassive Games, but they are the ones that did Until Dawn and stuff like that, if you've ever heard of them. I mean, they ended up coming into my TikTok chat.
That's
when
amazing.
I was playing one of their games, and they was talking to all the community, which was cool, and I don't think enough developers actually do that. Go around and talk.
I don't think you.
Not to,
I think
not to,
smaller
obviously to the big streamer,
yeah,
to the smaller streamers.
To smaller streamers, yeah.
Because then, you know, because that's then you go, oh, actually, yeah, get the hype up, and then a lot of people were.
I bet that made your day. I bet that made your week.
Hugely, like hugely.
Because you've actually been noticed now.
They might never see me ever again.
No, but what's the like?
Like...
Yeah, but Luce, you're not looking at this like in the way I'd be looking at it. To me, they've noticed you. They've come into your stream. They've talked to you. What's then now to not then go, hang on a minute, we came across this small streamer with an amazing community. Let's drop her a message about a new gaming release and see if she wants early access.
Yeah.
You know, with the potential for that to happen with people coming, like smaller, like game developers coming into smaller streamers, could be absolutely huge to help people get noticed.
I also think it's because they know that these Gamescoms and stuff, they're not really like they're sort of here. They're not getting like the hype of it, because in their new one that's being released, I think it's I can't remember what the black actress name. She was in James Bond. She played a James Bond or something, but I can't remember what her name is. But
she played him. Yeah, she played.
She's in the new game that they've released, because obviously they do the real ultra realistic animations and stuff, and she's in it. So you'd think, I thought that she might appear and there could be a hype on that, but they don't. They just have a little trailer and it kind of gets forgotten about. So I think their sort of mindset is, okay, so let's get out there and try and let people know this. You know, this is what we're bringing out. And they're doing a game with Dead by Daylight, which is coming out on the 3rd. I hate Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, I'm not
a Dead by Daylight fan, but it's nothing about the gameplay of Dead by Daylight. It's more about the story, and they're combining it with that, so it's going to be more of a playable game, because I'm not into this.
Yeah.
So save your mate. I get bored.
Let him die.
It's like I see the hype. A lot of people love it, but they've made that business decision to go, do you know what that makes? I mean, loads of people play that thing, so let's figure out how to bring more people to.
Which does make sense.
Page.
I mean, for a small streamer like you, say that they reached out to you and said, look, we came into your community, right? We absolutely loved your vibes. We loved everything else. We'd love you to come and play. Look, we're going to send you the game early, play it, and we're going to feature you on our social feeds. That is potentially huge for a small streamer.
Yeah. And
to me, I mean, that to me is something that so many small developers could do. Smaller street. I mean, I've had this conversation with a few people now, and it does bug me to a degree. And you know, if there's any like managers or sort of like community managers or partner managers, whoever watches for whatever reason, I mean, you can comment now and tell me if I'm talking crap. But I don't think, sometimes as a big streamer, you can't always offer something a small streamer can.
No.
I think as a smaller streamer, you can offer that one-on-one interaction with somebody to show and detail a product properly. You have that time. Yeah, you have more time to do it.
Yeah.
And I think personally, as a small streamer, that is something that can be utilized by companies. Yeah, okay, you might not have the 500-600 CCV that I want, you know what I mean? But sometimes people actually really do appreciate the interaction on a one-to-one basis.
Yeah.
So if you turn that into sort of like a gaming side of it, where you can get somebody on a one-to-one basis and go, look, talk, and then you can ramble on about your passion. That person is going to be like, I tell you what, you've sold me on this.
Yeah.
100%. I think it's a good thing to do because I think with smaller streamers, the community is different.
It's
A
tighter.
lot of the time with a big streamer, these people might not really have been there for that long, and there's not really like a big connection. You all have some form of connection, I feel, when it's a smaller streamer, whether it's the game that you're playing or life choices or whatever. But I've definitely met, since replaying games that have been close to my heart, I've definitely met a lot more
People that you can relate to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, I'm going to replay that game again, or oh, I'm going to buy that game and try it out myself, which is, I love that.
Yeah, or if they come around to you and go, oh, thank you, you just like remind me, I'm going to go and replay this now because you reminded me how amazing it is.
Yep. Yep.
It does make you feel good it does make you feel good.
It does. And I think that's what brought my spark back, because I was a bit like, you guys, what are we playing? I was like, what are we going to play? Like, I'm just running out of steam with what games are coming out, like there's no hype for it. So I get it. At the minute this year, in some genres it looks good, in others I feel for
Yeah.
There's not much hype for it, even for stuff for possible 2025. Like
I just feel like gaming in general is struggling recently. And I feel like they need to do something drastic to bring it back. I mean, we had Smithy in my stream yesterday saying, let's be honest, if it hadn't been for lockdown, Warzone would have flopped.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, without a doubt.
And you kind of look at it and go, no, yeah, actually, fuck, it would.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, it would.
100%.
Activision and COD would have been done.
Yeah, I think, yeah, COVID and that actually saved that company. It saved the franchise.
100%.
And you just kind of look at it and go, yeah, that's fucking true, though. But I don't want another pandemic to fucking save another franchise to make me excited about gaming. Do you know what I mean?
No, it shouldn't be like that.
Pandemic.
You don't go out anywhere, you miserable fuck. So what's the matter to you?
But then let's have an
But
actual existence.
then there is that. The pandemic has had a huge effect on gaming.
It has, yeah.
Companies have shut down. Companies have shortened.
Well, also a lot of people gaming so fucking much they've actually now grown sick of gaming.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
It's had a knock-on effect in all sorts of ways.
It's had a massive knock-on on streaming. Because obviously COVID, so many people have money left over that they would just like fucking throw money at streamers. And now you can really understand the pinch. Like, people are like, no, I'm back out, I'm working, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I mean, a lot of people I haven't seen since COVID finished.
Yeah, same. And I think it's understandable, but
it is.
Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it?
But I don't want another pandemic to make that fucking happen again.
It's just
touch wood now.
Yeah,
blood spreads COVID just to get some money again.
No, that's right. That's Ryan.
Just his little lab.
Yeah,
he's fucking
bites the head off a bat.
He's bad of it, mate. If I'm biting the head of a bat, mate, it's to fucking eat the fucker. I'm not wasting food.
I know, food's pricey.
It is, mate. It is. Mate, I wish I had his money. Not his lifestyle, but just his money. But on that note, guys, right, because we have actually been going an hour and 10 minutes. But before we go, I want to touch on one little thing. What's one program? No. What's one program that you've started watching that you'd recommend to other people? Come on, Luce.
Because the new season's coming out next month and I will be live streaming it. From.
Okay.
It's made by the people that made Lost.
Yep.
There's 2 seasons out already. It's amazing.
Right.
I really
so it's not.
it.
Is it like Lost? Because Lost was awful.
No.
Lost was literally a shower of shit.
Yeah.
No, it's a lot better than Lost.
It's not hard to be better than Lost. I could fast into a napkin to be better than Lost.
It's got a lot of the actors from Lost.
All right.
Oh.
So it's got a good cast, but it's
Yeah.
chef's kiss. That's what I would recommend.
Okay, Dan.
I don't really watch many new stuff. Like I love watching old stuff. At the moment, I'm watching Wentworth. Wentworth, I highly recommend.
Wentworth's great.
Yeah, Rings of Power. Like, I know it got a load of hate, but I love Rings of Power.
Yeah, no, that's not out yet, is it?
It comes out Thursday, the new season. So that's what, like, I've just binge watched it again. I ignored all the hate around it, and I really enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it. I didn't get the hate.
I think sometimes you just need to ignore critics online. You need to
Yeah.
ignore what
It's
people
the-
are saying.
It's these die-hard fans that think they are right about everything, and it's like
I'm a
everyone-
die-hard Lord of the Rings
Yeah.
fan. So
Yeah, everyone has different experiences.
Hmm.
Like,
But then I love Borderlands, and so many people have slated Borderlands. But then people who are actually hardcore fans are saying the film's actually decent.
I've
Yeah.
not seen it.
Basically, they're saying it's a bit like Assassin's Creed. If you're expecting it to be one way, it's going to be the complete opposite. And if you've got that mindset how it's going to be, you're going to be disappointed.
I quite
Yeah.
enjoyed Assassin's Creed.
I did, but then I watched it I didn't watch it to be an action film.
Yeah,
A lot of people
Well,
watched it to be an action film. I didn't.
but that's what I've learned. I mean, I think the one that was probably the most disappointing for me was Uncharted. But
Hmm.
like, I just sort of go in now like, it's not going to be the game.
Yeah.
Let's just see. It's their interpretation of something. So let's just see it.
I
that's
think
what you gotta
Uncharted was disappointing because of Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, I don't dislike Mark Wahlberg. Contraband,
it
he was
dick?
fantastic.
Oh yeah.
a shit
Spencer, he was fantastic as well. If you've not seen that, that's fantastic, Luce.
I don't know if I have. I feel like I have though.
But Contraband, he was amazing in that.
Yeah, so good. I mean,
Yeah, he was good.
so.
But I've come across a program on Netflix called Obliterated. And
Sounds positive.
it's it's basically like an anti-terrorism team, and it's funny as fuck.
I feel like I've heard about this.
It is hilarious. Like
I mean,
I'm not going to do spoilers or anything, right? But basically, the first one, they're like at a fucking party on a roof, and they're trying to stop like a sale of an atomic bomb.
is it gonna be like?
Oh, I've heard of this.
Is it Four Lions?
No, nothing like that.
No.
Right, so they basically
like,
stop this thing, arrest the fucking dealer and everything, and they're supposed to be on call 24/7, but they go out and do fucking MDMA, coke, fucking lot.
Oh god.
But then they realise that like the first bomb was a fake, and the real bomb's still out there.
Do you know what this reminds me of? Have you ever seen Archer, the cartoon? Show? It's like
It's
it's a bit
literally
like that.
yeah. Honestly,
Oh, I've
Luce,
gotta
you
watch
need
that.
to
I'll
watch
love that.
Obliterated.
I will have to watch that because I
It is
love Archer.
fucking hilarious. Like
Oh,
at one
I've
point,
never
like
seen
the team leader and one of the guys are fucking in a hotel room, and he goes down and he goes, "I'm usually used to Magnum XL." She went, "I'm drunk, not fucking blind."
Oh, I
Wow.
love that kind of shit.
Oh, Luce, you need to
definitely
watch it.
have to watch
I
So it's
started.
proper-
I've been watching Archer since I've been off as well because I love.
Honestly, you need to give Obliterated a fucking. Honestly, it is hilarious.
I will, definitely.
I'll give it a watch.
I didn't think I was going to enjoy it in that, but with literally, I thought it was going to be like a little bit confused what it was, but I was in stitches, absolutely howling. Especially like when the geek comes out with the fucking tits and that covered in whipped cream and cherries.
God.
I can tell what it's going to be about.
Oh, you need to watch
Yeah,
it.
I'll
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
I'll look
definitely check
into
that
it.
out.
But yeah, I just wanted to sort of like end it on something a little bit different. But like, so yours is Wentworth, Dan, essentially.
Well, Wentworth or Rings of Power. Rings of Power probably because it's newer, but Wentworth's just a classic.
I like Wentworth. My missus made me watch
Yeah.
Wentworth.
Yeah.
And yours is From.
From.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, Blood. Watch Game of Thrones there.
No,
Just watch it.
no. Do you know what I'd rather? Do you know what I'd rather watch than Game of Thrones?
Go on then.
House.
What's wrong with House?
Nothing. That's what I'm saying. I would rather rewatch House for the 19th time.
Yeah, that's not a comparison.
No.
It is
No,
because I
I thought you
literally
were
know
gonna s-
House back to front.
I thought
Yeah,
you
we
were
all
going to
have
say something
those
like
type
a
of stuff.
car game.
But okay.
Also, right,
Go on.
in TV news though, sorry.
I know. I know.
Biggest TV news ever.
Ted Lasso
4.
coming back.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, it's been
Season
announced. It's been
4.
confirmed.
they
Ted
were
Lasso
gonna
season
do-
4 has been
Yeah.
announced
Are you
and
kidding me?
confirmed.
No.
No. Apple TV.
Yes.
I thought they
wait.
cancelled it
No.
after the last season.
Apple TV is coming
No.
back
Oh,
next
I'm
year,
so
innit?
happy about that.
next
Yeah.
year.
Next year they start filming it.
Oh, I'm so excited about that. I love
Me too.
So.
Dan got me.
Is it-
Dan got me to watch Ted Lasso. I've never seen it, and I watched it, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is fucking amazing."
It's so good. Oh.
One of the best shows in the past couple of years. Like, it's just brilliant.
But
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
no,
so
it
happy about
was
that.
Ben put it in Discord just last night, and me and Dan were like, "I believe when I fucking see it." And Dan went away and did some research, and it is actually legit confirmed.
Dad, as soon as I saw the message, I was like, right, I'm googling this shit, and I was just like, yes.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh, that
confirmed.
makes me happy.
Which means I'm gonna have to rewatch it again.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm happy, which
Yeah.
makes me happy.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it as well.
And I love Ted Lasso. Hannah Waddingham.
I didn't think I was going to get
Jason.
into it, but it just cracks me up when he's coaching. He hasn't got a whistle.
I actually
Whistle!
done that. I actually done that at one of the stepsons' football games. Like, they needed me to referee, and like the coach was like, "Oh, do you need to borrow my whistle?" I was like, "No, I'll just Roy Kent it."
I love Roy Kent.
Literally walking around going, "Whistle!" They're like, "Really, Dan?"
I got my
Like,
missus.
yeah.
I showed my missus Roy Kent, and she was like, "Oh my god, he is amazing." I was like, "It's
Yeah.
such he's fucking awesome."
He's literally just Roy Keane in
It
it.
is literally Roy Keane. Yeah,
Wonder where he got his name from.
I wonder.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Lucy, it is confirmed.
Oh, that
Cannot
makes me
wait.
happy. That's
So-
good news.
So, but no, thank you very much once again, ladies and gents. For
Thank you.
I don't know if it's just me, right? But like, hour and 15's just fucking flown by yet again.
Amazing. It's when
Yeah.
you get talking about.
It's amazing
Right.
when you got people talking about something they're passionate about and they enjoy. It's amazing how quickly it can just snowball, and I
Yeah.
love it. So thank you once again for making yourselves available for the 10th episode.
Well, thank you for letting us be here.
We made
I was
10,
only meant to be here for 2.
10 out 10.
1.5.
10 anniversary.
Yeah.
Nuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
GG.
Absolutely insane. But guys, if you've made it this far, let me know. Let me know. Let us know in the comments what you're enjoying about the podcast so far.
Or just give me a
And
DM in my
if
fan
they're-
base Discord.
Jesus Christ,
Jesus wept.
that room's not big enough for you anymore, Dan.
Just
It
cut
is.
him off now. Just
We
cut him
do,
off
don't
now.
we? He's been here too long now. But yeah, honestly, just leave us a comment, guys. Just let us know what you're enjoying about the podcast, and if there's anything you'd like to see added. All right, just let us know in the comments, man. But thank you so much once again for being here, and we'll see you on the next one, peeps. Take care and look after yourselves.
Bye.
Bye bye bye.
Bye.